Hey everyone, Dean Rojas here, and as you know, I love to throw my frog. I love to throw my Spro bronzi wherever I can. But sometimes we go to lakes where it's not really the right places to throw the frog, or you don't catch the quality of fish. So I get asked, well, what's your second favorite bait to throw that Spro makes? And it has to be the John Cruz, Little John, DD. Which is their deep diver. I love the bait. It's something that I love to throw out offshore in deep cranking. And you think, well, you're a shallow water guy. Do you like to do that stuff? Well, I do a lot of deep cranking on Lake Havasu out west and Lake Mead. A lot of our lakes out west are really gin clear. And there are times when, more times than not, that deep diving crankbait is going to get down to the depth of where you need to be, whether it be when the wind's blowing or they're just not up on the bank. You got to move out, and it's a good way to cover a lot of water. The bait itself is a flat-sided crankbait. It's got number 4 Gamakatsu round bend treble hooks on it, so you know you got good quality components on the bait itself. And the beauty of the bait is it casts a mile. John Cruz did a wonderful job in designing that bait and to where the weight shift system on that bait, when you cast that thing, it's like casting a rocket. Especially if you're using on light line. If you're using 10-pound line or 12-pound line, I mean, you can get a 100-foot cast, maybe even 120 in that range. But if you have the right rod, the right line, the right reel, you can go even further than that. And that is very advantageous to keep that bait, a lot in the strike zone. So when you make those long casts, it's staying down in that 19-20-foot depth range for a good bit, maybe 50 feet. A span, so you can really cover the cover, whether it be a rocky point, a shell bed, or just a wind-blown bank, whatever it might be. But I love it because it catches big bass, and there's been at least a half a dozen tournaments where I've used that bait in a Bassmaster Elite tournament and caught 4 and 5 pounders, which made me finish in the top 10. It's a lot of fun to catch. I've caught a lot of big fish. I've caught some 9-pounders on it, 8-pounders, and lots of 5-pounders. It's a big bait, so you're gonna get a lot of big bites on it. But if you can't buy my frog, I would advise going to your local store and picking up John Cruz, Little John DD.